to all. This is Miss Sonia Gidla, the principal of Douglas Memorial High Secondary School, Barrackpore. And today I welcome you to the third episode of my video podcast series. And today we shall discuss regarding the education sector. As you all know that since the COVID outbreak, life has somehow come to a standstill. And the world economy has slowed down. People have been experiencing losses after losses, and every sphere and area of work has somehow been affected and attacked by this sudden and huge COVID wave. So today we shall talk a little bit about the education sector. So the topic of discussion for today is education sector striving to thrive or survive. And today I'll be in conversation with Mr. Nobarunde. So before jumping into the conversation with him, I'll be introducing him to our viewers. So Mr. Nobarunde is the principal of Central Modern School, Boranagar. He's also the Joint Secretary, Association of Schools for the Indian School Certificate, All India. He is also the Principal Coordinator, CISC Sports and Games for the West Bengal and Northeast region. He is also the general body member of the Council for the Indian School Certificate Examinations, also the executive committee member of the Council for the Indian School Certificate Examinations. So, sir, I welcome you today. Thank you so much for joining me for today's video
inviting.
podcast. So, my first question to you, sir, would be, how are you feeling today?
It's a totally new ambience. I had never ever ventured into this.
Okay.
Yes, I've been to many of the television studios, but to a broadcasting studio, this is my first experience, and it really looks fabulous.
Yeah, I remember. I mean, this is like we are slightly diverting from the topic. I remember when I called sir and wanted to invite him. I told sir this will be happening in our music studio, and then he just, maybe I don't know, out of panic, he said, I don't know anything about the music studio. I don't know anything about the music. So I said, sir, it's nothing to do with that, but something to do with education. So sir, once again, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you. Welcome.
So what would you say about the current condition and situation of the education sector after being hit by this COVID crisis?
See, in fact, all segments of the society has been badly affected because of the COVID, and it's prolonging, basically. That's out of anyone's estimation that this will prolong so long.
Mm-hmm.
And as education, it deals with children from say 2.5 years to 30-40 years of age. Even you find in JNU in Delhi, students are in the age group of 40, they are doing their PhD and all.
Absolutely.
So it's a wide range, and at every different stage, students are suffering. Suppose if I start with the smallest ones, really they are lost for space. Our pre-nursery, nursery children, those who were admitted for the 2021 session, in fact, they have not seen their school, classroom, their class teacher.
Absolutely.
And still the class teachers are teaching them. It is one thing which is striking me the most. Because how will they react if after 9 months they come and see somebody who says that I'm your class teacher?
I know, that emotional connect, that human connect is missing, which is very much important.
And also, these small children, if you still see, like 14, 15 years, are moving about a little here and there. Definitely no one can stop them.
Yeah.
But these ones, 3, 4, 5, 6 year olds, they are within, basically nowadays it's 800 square feet, 1000 square feet flat.
I know, sir.
And the four walls of the flat, I think, is really...
It's confining them into a prison.
And their emotional growth is not happening at this stage.
To that, sir, I would like to say one thing, like school is one place which has a playground, and where you can meet friends,
Yes.
where you can meet your teachers, and you can connect. So your social intelligence, emotional intelligence grows. Like you're saying that the growth can be stunted now since they're confined into one room. And now practically like they're living in blocks. They don't have anywhere to play.
Nowhere.
No facilities for recreation. So I think that's very, very sad.
Yes, and more so, what concerns me most is that this addiction to the cell phones or the tabs.
This was always there, sir. But
This was
now
always
it has
there. Now it will
increased
increase
to the
manifold.
next-
It will increase manifold.
Okay, yeah. I can completely agree with that. Okay, so the next question. Apart from the problems that teachers are facing in terms of handling the students online now, and getting jibes from parents and students, the kind of tauntings and the remarks that are, taking place on a day-to-day basis online. It's a lot of pressure that they have to handle and go through. But keeping that aside, sir, what about the management? I think even they are going under tremendous pressure.
Tremendous.
So what do you have to say about that?
First, to start with the teachers, I say really it's a great job done for them. They have adapted in a couple of days' time. Those say once the ICC examinations were declared to be on
Yes.
hold. So they got at least to say about 10 days of March to prepare themselves. Then from first week of April, they jumped into the job.
I know.
And till today, they have shown courage to continue with it, which is something very, very, what should I say,
We should applaud the teachers.
applaud the teachers for their tremendous effort from home, even during COVID. Some have come to school, those who don't have the facilities at home, and they are carrying on with it. I should congratulate them first, and then to speak about the support staff also has really worked very hard.
I know.
You see, to conduct these lessons, these onlines, these PDFs to send to students, the support staff has a big role to play. And parents were totally in a no man's land when these things happened. To appease them, to bring them to the ground and tell them that how we are going along. The office staff and the support staff have really worked well.
I know, sir. I feel that overnight the teachers they had to learn and relearn this entire system that they were not aware of. And talking about the support staff, though they are working behind the scenes, I feel that they remain underappreciated. So I'm really thankful to you for giving a word of praise to them. So a shout out to all the teachers and the non-teaching staff who are giving their best and not succumbing to the pressures of the COVID
In every
crisis.
school it's happening. The office staff, in fact, nowadays are more active than the teachers.
Yes, and they're coming to school every day.
Every day they're coming to school.
I know.
And regarding the management part that you said,
Yes, sir.
myself being a part of the management, I say, really, we are in a sorry state. We are in a very bad shape. Because first, we didn't expect that 10% of the parents will behave in this manner.
I know, sir.
Yes, parents are affected. How much percentage? Maybe 20, 30%? If the 70%, rest 70 had carried on well, then the schools would not have, institutions would not have landed into the present crisis.
I know, sir.
But that solidarity on the part of the parents who are not affected is not there. That is what has damaged the entire system.
I know, sir. It has indeed. It has. All right, so the next question. Many schools are being sold off due to lack of funds. Can you give us more clarity on that?
Yes, I know that many schools are on sale because takers are also less.
Because the investment is huge.
Investment is huge. Takers are less. But I will advise the management to please don't go for distress sell. Don't go for distress sell. You look back, your committee members are there, take their support and overcome this period.
I know.
Like many schools over the years have built up some, what should I say, a cushion so that they can sustain any eventuality. What those schools which are not up for sale, I wish to convey to the ones who are up for sale that what they are doing is that they are liquidating some of their property.
Okay.
Liquidating property, again, there is no takers for property now. So fixed deposits or mutual funds, whatever the school has, the trust has, the trust of the society behind the school has to come up in a big way now. The society members, the trustees have to pitch in now to help the school tide over this crisis.
To back them up and
Back
give
them
the
up.
support. Yeah, because I feel that you be the owner or a proprietor. I mean, when you are handling a school, it's a huge structure. It's like your baby.
Yes.
And there's just not one element to it.
Yeah.
There's so many areas that you have to look into it. And finally, if you just give up, I mean, you up and just say that I want to sell it because of one crisis. I mean, it's really, really pathetic.
This doesn't reflect well on the institution also.
Yes.
That its trustees or its society members have not joined hands together to bail them over the crisis.
So again, the word of solidarity comes into
Yes,
play.
yes.
We need to be with each other and stand by each other
Stand
in
by
such
each other.
times of
Stand by each
crisis.
other.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. The next question. So on one hand, there is this problem of unemployment and loss of jobs that we have, which is making the parents think twice about paying the fees. And on the other hand, the teachers have been laid off. This has turned into a vicious cycle. So what's your view on this?
Of course, there has been layoffs, there has been pay cuts. Parents have suffered in many sectors, especially the parents who were in the hotel, hospitality,
Yes.
travel management. They have really suffered badly. But again, that I will say that every school will not have 10% from that sector. They will not have 10% from the
Correct.
government employees, those with the
Correct.
health services. They have not suffered.
Absolutely.
So the true picture is that it should, if even 70% had paid the school fees and other fees instead of going into this agitation which they went on. And I dare to imagine, like in the Calcutta High Court, in the division bench, a case is going on. The parents have filed the petition. Now, yesterday was the 10th or 11th hearing. The parents are sustaining there,
Yes.
paying for the lawyers,
I know. How are they doing that?
paying for the lawyers.
I know.
Instead of that, if they had paid for the ones who were not being able to, who were really affected, things would have been remained a little bit stable.
I know, sir.
And the respect towards the teachers would not have gone down.
I know, sir.
The agitation at the school gates, various across the country, has really lowered the image of the teachers in front of the children.
So even teachers are salaried people. Okay, even they have
You
to
get-
like.
I don't support on this because you see, with this pandemic, the prices of every commodity has gone up.
Gone up.
So in that situation, if you go for a pay cut on the ones who are really working hard, those suppose industries which are closed, I still sympathize with them. But teachers are carrying on with their job. They have not put up their hands.
Not at all.
They have not put up their
It's
hands.
not like they've gone into vacation. They are doing online classes, and that is very much being present and
that is
doing the job.
that is more tiresome.
I know. Yes,
Working
sir.
from home or coming to school in spite of all these hindrances and working, it's more tiresome.
It's like juggling home front as well as your
Yes,
professional
yes,
life. That's
yes.
even more,
I
tiresome.
I find almost all my lady teachers, they have lost weight because working on
because
two
of so much of
fronts.
stress.
Yes.
And what about the male members? Why are we leaving them
Members,
out?
I find them
Because they're being fed by their wives
Yes,
and their mothers.
yes,
well.
yes.
Okay. All right. So thank you so much for your comment on that. Now, sir, the schools in states like Telangana, Karnataka, and Andhra Pradesh, they're in a pretty bad shape. So what's exactly happening on that side?
It's not on that side, it's on every side. Because me being in the All India Association as a joint secretary,
Yes, sir.
we frequently have virtual meetings. It's all sides. Why Telangana, Andhra, even Punjab, even Maharashtra also. Maharashtra is supposed to be a rich man's state. There also, parents are not paying. And Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, we have told them, because there what happened? No, suddenly a group of companies came up who offered to buy the schools.
Okay.
Who offered to buy the schools or take it on lease.
Acha.
Or take it on lease. That we will tide you over this crisis, then the next 2 years, we will take all the fees. And yes, of course, we will maintain the salary structure.
They had some kind of agreement.
Agreement.
And treaty. Okay.
So that maybe initially had, because all school management were very tensed. With that offer coming in, they thought it is an easy way out. But now they have realized.
Okay.
Now they have
Since
realized.
in the news and in the papers, these areas, I mean, these states have been highlighted. So my question
Yes,
to
yes,
you was
yes.
that. Okay, sir. So what's your thought on the government regulations on not charging unnecessary fees given the current situation?
See, totally like unnecessary fees is
That is
what?
what they are calling. The
So,
parents have
so why the
given a name.
parents, why the parents had not called last year or the year before this was unnecessary? How suddenly they realize that this is unnecessary? Yes, the ones which is not happening.
Yeah.
Suppose the transport, definitely some percentage can be reduced because your bus EMI, your bus driver, helpers, everything is there. Road tax, insurance, everything has been paid. Only the consumable part is not required. Games and sports, suddenly will you all BPEd and MPEd teachers, you will let them off?
Valid point.
Huh?
Yeah.
That I'll not pay, children are not going to school, no games charges? And see, I don't know, for my school it's not there, that like breaking up into individual heads. Yes, the schools have been asked by the state government not to increase the fees this year.
Yes.
And I think 99.9% schools have complied to that
complied with
and
that,
given the compliance report to the district inspector of schools.
Absolutely, sir.
So what more can they do?
And still, the agitation continues.
Agitation
It's
continue.
persisting.
Where will the teachers go? Where will the school infrastructure be? Is not the computer, the AMC being renewed? Will not, if the students come back in the month of November or December, will they not use the computer lab? Will we shut it down?
Yeah. Much to think about that, sir. Okay. So many state governments have put caps on fee collection, resulting in slashing the salaries of non-teaching staff by 70% and 50% for the teaching staff. So what do you have to say about that?
Oh, this is unreasonable.
Pitiable
Because
situation.
this is unreasonable. Say, I believe the non-teaching staff, the salary from school, it may sound a little untasteful, salary from school is their only earning. But for the teachers, I'm sorry, they have different sources of income.
We said hush hush.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but I tell openly.
Yes, yes.
That,
It's an
that
open secret,
It's
sir.
an
We
open
need
secret.
nothing
So
to
the
hide.
office staff, the non-teaching staff, they require the school salary more than what the teachers require. Not all teachers, some teachers.
And
require.
yet, 70% slash.
How will they survive? I don't know.
They're in dire strait. I mean,
They're in
this
dire
is-
strait.
yeah,
They're in dire strait.
yeah.
And will they obey you when you call them back to work?
That loss
Yeah,
in faith.
faith and trust.
is-
And that
yes,
my
yes.
employer has not bailed me over this crisis. This will be their thinking.
So directly or indirectly, the onus is on us,
Yes,
on the management,
on
that
us.
we have not paid them.
Yes, yes.
So yeah. So now that online teaching has become a part of our education system and stakeholders have adapted to it pretty well, more or less. So how long can this be continued? I mean, is online education our future? Given the fact that there are, so many webinars happening on blended learning, hybrid theory. So what do you have to say, sir, regarding online education?
See, the Western world has maybe. But for India, when, say, if you move out 30, 40 kilometers from here, from the main cities, the network is not there, electricity is not there. I know schools in Arunachal Pradesh where 20 hours in a day there is power cut. Only for 2 hours it comes for them to lift the water and all. So what the children there will do? What the children there will do? See, for India, online teaching has not come. The time has not come for it.
We have to go a long way.
Long way. We have to go long way. And also the populations also you have to find out. With this population density, how can you expect that everyone will have the sophisticated gadgets?
Yes.
Like the other day, to go a little out of context, we were discussing about the literary meets, virtual literary meets, in one of our association meetings. The debate, declamation, quiz, online, virtual. I objected. Then you call it for the elite school students. Those who have laptop or connectivity with a bandwidth of 85, 80
Yes,
GB,
yes.
Mbps and all, it's for them.
I think every school is struggling with this. Where
Yes.
students, they don't have a proper laptop or a smartphone.
Smartphone even.
Yes,
And
yes.
in this juncture, we cannot expect the parents to buy a 20,000 rupees cell phone.
In this crisis, it's not at all
So
possible.
for India, the time has not come as yet, except for maybe some metro cities.
Yes. So we still have a long way to
Long
go.
way to go.
Yeah.
Long way to go.
So what's your final message to our parents and guardians today?
Parents and guardians, I know that you are being stressed. what the school used to do, now a major percentage of that you are being asked to do. Suppose for the online examinations that's going on for a class 1 child, a 6-year-old child, we cannot expect, and I don't expect also, that they will be given a smartphone to handle, take their question paper, finish writing, upload the answers. It is not possible. Even suppose from the school's website to open the video gallery and see the videos of the teachers teaching rhymes and other things. So, my final word to you is that we sympathize with you, and we expect you also sympathize with us, and go hand in hand, so that we bail over this crisis as early as possible.
Thank you once again,
Thank
sir,
you. Thank
for
you,
being
Sonia,
with me for this
for
video
being a
podcast.
lovely host
I
and good set of questioners.
Thank you so much. And I'm sure that the viewers today got some insight and understanding into what exactly is happening around us, especially in the field of education, as Sir threw some light on some very relevant points. So I hope that the message that he had to give our viewers today gets into your heart and mind, and we can work together as one team, as one family, and sail through these difficulties and these problems today and also in future. So once again, sir, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And parents and guardians and all my Facebook viewers, stay tuned for more such podcast videos. And until then, take care and stay safe. Thank you. Bye-bye.